Hello everyone. Feeling a tad better today, so I'm going to continue on with the second episode of The Last Door. Chapter, episode, whatever you want to call it. Yes, I'm aware. I wanted to go to that, you fart. Here we go. Previously on The Last Door. Jeremiah Devitt receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. Travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns Anthony descended into madness and the death of his wife Anna Beechworth. What? Sorry, maybe I'm not so good today. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife Anna Beechworth. Right. Devitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend who had committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns Devitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Sorry, my hand twitched. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Not a fucking lot, if I'm honest, Chief. Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. What's she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 3. Now wake up. Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. Devitt. That'll be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I'm confident that it is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? It looked like an eye. It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness, where an evil dwells deep below. A forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. I can understand why you're disturbed, Mr. Devitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. I think it would help, Doctor. I'll leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you a good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of an increasing loss in sanity? In your letter you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to ward me from genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind aided by insanity. Sorry, my microphone had a bit of my moustache stuck in it and it was really tickling my lip. Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easy until until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Memories. Alright, here we are. So granted this is supposed to be a boarding school in Scotland, we don't have cicadas. Or maybe we did and I've just never known about it, but certainly know where I'm from. I've got a lot of forest and swamp behind me. The Angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. Stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off the fountain. Pardon, excuse me, sister. Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. Devitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. Devitt has stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. Devitt? I'm afraid we're too busy to start wasting our time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place? Well, you seem to understand why I was coming to the place there. This place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, we recommend you visit a doctor immediately and don't waste your time here. Be a good idea to visit this place again and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? What are you talking about? To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Devitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Just immediately gets naked and starts streaking around. So... I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I quite recall this one being... Ooh, I paused it by accident. Very long. And very winding, but I don't know if that was just because I couldn't understand stuff. A picture of Saint... that guy. Patron saint of the sick, hospitals and nurses. Seems to have forsaken this place. Among the baggages, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine. Doctor. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind, he's been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother Matthew. Juliet, why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. You see, poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vane. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Magazine entitled Weird Tales. You're right, madam. There was a rhythmic sound, like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night. Sorry. It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp, and there was nothing. It was just a nightmare, madam? My guy, for the experiences you've had. Yeah. He's quite a pale young boy. He's asleep. Someone. Sorry, you can't be here. Some way I can help. Don't worry about it, sir. Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, I can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Do you think she's beautiful? Gloomy statue of Virgin Mary takes place even more. Bleh. Statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible. Jeez. I suppose to portray sympathy and compassion for you. However, she looks more like a painted and sorrowful here. Who cares? Let's take in the environment and what have we. I remember used to keep some textbooks. Now, there is a music box. Can I have it? Okay. Did I need to have this? Oh, there's a note there. Hello? Dear brother, I have received your letter and I'll try to write more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with a fever and I don't feel very well, but I am on medication. Today is my birthday and I'm feeling blue. It's quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mum is going to cook a lemon cake with those... lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing. What you are learning. How is Scotland and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favourite class, theology. Today Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even Devitt was admonished just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire towards me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he's taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. It's been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We were told that he is still sick, but if he is so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken it upon myself to read on my own. Alright. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of problems happening around us. Ghostly whales and stuff, that's maybe why he's going ill. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodge the question, and I'm starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. Picture in the diary. Photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One of the faces has been completely scratched out. Do I take the picture? No, I guess not. Books in the shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. An old sentence written on the board. In death there is hope, in death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places. Oh. Oh, spade digging. Something's happening. A locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems whoever made it was rushed to finish. Good evening. I hope you're right and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. My name is Devitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. Devitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Don't ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. I don't understand. Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I don't understand. What is there to understand, Mr. Devitt? God has forsaken this place. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you to your work. Have a nice evening. Small group of graves has been haphazardly arranged. Piece of old fishing net. I have this now. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. My log now. Lost Pilgrim. A sea stack older students at the school used to claim. Somewhere up there are my initials. The cliff somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. That's a kind of gnarly thought, my guy. Just out of the blue. I wonder how many people have offed themselves. Jeez. Have a bit of chill. Well, I suppose he did just get through some shit. Actually, yeah. Maybe I'm the insensitive one here. I'm just back at the front now. Anything different? Anything in the back? Nope. That didn't look like it. An old damaged mailbox. Postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it's been several months and I still have heard no news from you. My brother and sister have abandoned me, but I'm sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and honesty in your eyes. Got this address from the hospital in London, and I pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will ever be waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Excuse me a second, I need to take a drink. Ooh. Right. So to the right leads that way, what's to the left? Those rooms are private, okay. A dusty old tapestry with the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in their arms. Ugh. Door opening. What's happening? Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, something can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? Maybe there is no Lord. What should we do then? What is our purpose for living? I can't go on like this. Excuse me, sir. Morphine. Well, that's... Maybe I should try the other option. She just wants to be alone. Yep, do not blame you. Worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus. Aha. Another tapestry though. I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. It's because it's very, very fucking clearly behind the massively overlapping. Oh, just do something about it now, don't make me come back later. I'll kinda log it. I don't freaking know. Whatever. Maybe I need a knife. Sorry. Dripping. A broken mirror. protruding piece. Give me it then. What is the shiny? Puddle in the shower with a hole, something shiny in the grain. I cannot see it properly. Then turn off the fucking tap. Net. No. Log. No. I see. Can I cut the log? Mirror's too thick to pin it to the wood. Fragile. Could break it if I force it. Stone. I don't know. Whatever. I guess this is for this then. Mirror chunk and sharp, but too weak to cut the tapestry. It might break. Man, you... Ugh. Old tools. Well, I guess my only lead for the moment is the postcard. Nope, sorry, I went the wrong way. You have this. I think this letter is addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me if you'd be so kind. You can see my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see what's written to you. A letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you're recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. Making up the letter's contents. All the letters I wrote, dear Juliet, you never posted them. But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Our only interest is marrying someone of your status, of our family's status. If it was for your sake I did this, I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I cannot bear to look upon you any more, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth, you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I who have stayed by your side all through your illness. Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then we'll see how alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks be to the Lord that you came to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Take this coin as a token of my appreciation. My lucky coin. I hope it serves you better than it has myself. Bonker in the head. No. Stoner. Music box. No. I really want to help this dude, because, like, it doesn't seem... I just don't know. Oi lad, you get anything to say? Ah. Well then. So the coin can wind the music box. What the fuck does that mean for me, but... Madam, do you want a music box? You're in need of some goodness. What a guess, he says, vaguely remembering. What a beautiful melody. Reminds me of youth. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Okay, but what am I doing now? Hmm. You don't have to be so passive aggressive about it though. I blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need not fear being cut. That should catch anything coming down the pipe. I'm more or less doing this off of memory, by the way, so... my bad. My bad. How'd I get this? Log. I do not know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm just washing it away. That would make sense. Okay. Oh yeah, I did say it was in the drain technically, so I understand. I understand. I had to check I was recording now. Sorry. The net has caught the shiny object. It's a glass tier, probably belonging to a piece of jewellery. Have I interacted with anything that would? Maybe this is sharp enough. Can I... I do not understand why I can't just slide round the tapestry. You don't need to destroy a whole ass fucking tapestry just because you need by it. It's not exactly heavy or impeding in any way, shape or form. What have I even got? Do you like music? You have placed the glass tear in the hollow of the Virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. The eyes of a fervent devotee could look like a real tear. If only I could make it shine. Ooh. What have we done? That's a tad worrying, he says, knowing the plot. You must help me. What can I do? What is wrong with you? There is little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass me by, without even looking at me. They say that they are praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But sir, I know, but I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally in debt to you. Wait a minute. I guess. Your request is terribly hard for me. Guess I could find the courage to help you. I understand the magnitude of what I'm asking. God bless you, sir. I show my gratitude. What I need you to do is, without the nuns noticing, to try and get an amount of morphine enough so that I can be embraced by the deepest of dreams, and in that way, stop the rhythm of my heart. Alright, well I know where morphine is. That's a little grim for sure, but... Isn't assisted suicide still counted as murder? Praying fervently. I knew I needed that. A note in the bed. Baldwin lies. He really fucking lies. Baldwin lies. Noise coming from inside the coffin. What in heaven? New day I use my stick. I just came back and realised he's at the front now. Hello? Tell me about... Well, you're awfully casual considering there's... Oh, well, I guess he is Baldwin. I wouldn't. Yeah, right, okay. Tell me about your Monsignor. I can't rightly say. After all these years, I've never seen the man. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't even exist. I'll let you get back to your work. Looks like a toolbox. I wonder if there's something useful in it. Maybe it'll look if I keep him distracted. Please do not touch my tools. Log. How does one distract a Baldwin? Oh. Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She's pretty strict, I can tell you that much, Mr. Devitt. Do not think she likes me very much either. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal Bishop in Aberdeen of 1805. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was the place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. If you look there to the northeast, you'll see the King's Chapel Tower. It's the highest point in the city. You seem a bit distracted, Mr. Devitt. Don't worry about it. I'll leave you to your work. Darkness of his eye. His body is petrified in the look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my god, what has happened? Talk to me. Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. Well, she's not at a desk. I swipe something off that and go into the private rooms. I hope the constant clicking of my mouse isn't like picking up. This isn't a game where you can just like hold the mouse button down over to the right and it'll move to the right. Right, okay, what have you got? Steal a pen. No. Or, oh, a key. I could use a key. Oh! Hi, bud. Don't look into his eyes. Because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes. Come in, my son. Did you think you could hide these books from me? They are just classic philosophy books, Father. Plato and Aristotle. Silence! Instruments of falsehood, you mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. disgusting. It's Latin. Malum in se, evil in itself. Strange eye-shaped symbol. Alright. Eye of the bird. Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. O Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is it death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest? It's been many years since I last heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to be able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Pleas, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption. Pastimes bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you say. It was the Lord who teaches us. We must follow his... that word. And disciplines. Get close, son. Come pray next to me. I don't really want to. You're a bit of a fruit. Large burn covering his eyes. He's completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness and paleness, I still recognise Father Ernest. But he seems far away, like in another world. Creepy image of Christ crucified inexplicably has its own dark cloth covering its head. Now tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. I don't fucking know. What does that even mean, you stupid bastard? Ooh, itchy, itchy, itchy. Ooh. Sharp sword, I guess. I don't know. Sharp sword, wisdom, power, and punishment. Oh, wise virtue, endless blame, or blessed penance. Fuck it, I don't know. Bang! Faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman. Ah, I see. Did I mind me, lad? Well, hold on, can I sharpen this? Right, so now I can go up the stairs, I guess. Whoop. Smashing. This was completely unnecessary, right? It's not just me saying that. Like, it's a tapestry, it's cloth, and the way it's folded on the floor, it's clearly not bolted down. And my character was well aware there was a door there. Couldn't he have just, you know, hid under the curtain as such? No? Whatever. Finally, our expert in philosophy, Jeremiah Devitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking for you. As I was saying, tonight's the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? It's Professor Glynn. You mean Father Ernest? Certainly. No doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I've decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door in the classroom? I believe convenient to borrow a key for our necessities. You're ready to know, at 12 o'clock, you will find that door opened and I'll be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Videte necessat. Words. Personal belongings. Now it is empty. Walls are in complete disarray. Could probably punch through it if I tried. Are you going to? No. Why do I have morphine? A dusty mirror. Nothing to it. Alright. I hate it when the music goes quiet, so I need to fill it in with something to keep my head straight. Classroom then, which was this direction. What's up? Did I miss something in the bedroom or something? Because, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Clickety 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 click. Gonna be hearing this clicking in my dreams, man. Son of a bitch. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest one warm spring afternoon. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing on this beautiful and cheery spring afternoon?" Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we're trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you." Mr. Rabbit, really scared, says, "But I don't want to be eaten. I want to live." To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Mr. Vulture asked, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you?" After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not organise a race? The first who arrives at the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can fly and avoid any obstacle, and I'm sure Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think?" Three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and he quickly disappeared. Ew. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators, who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realise the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy, and proud of his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. There's something I kept to myself for a long time. The thing is that I love you. I have always loved you. It's the first time I saw you. It's the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your grey skin, your stench. But our love just cannot be. It is an impossible love. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? And I found a place in my memories. Right, so now I go to classroom, I guess. That's a loud helicopter. What are you doing out there, sir? Other than being a jackass. Oops. And my disturbing nightmare was brought to this spot. It's the trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. From here sprouts a horrible stench. There is something down here. Did you see? Did you see? It was there, just in front of me. That thing. It was screaming. Shakes uncontrollably, his body racked in pain. Rest in peace. Punctual as always, David. Now it remains to introduce our guest. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. Professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists. Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have all long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat, and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open. Then we may finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask you to close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. After all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird, Malamins say. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shorn the veil that separated our world from his, and seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us. It looks for us. It calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor, wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has. Only us, the four witnesses. Where are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you. But I was seized by curiosity. I absconded with my faith and deprived... I'll try this again, sorry. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of sanity. Forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only solution is to burn. Burn in the flames. The adventure continues in episode 3. Spooky. Good luck. Take it easy.